Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation with your daily Oracle reading for the 15th, mid month of October. It's flying by. Like everything else in this life, it's very much transient, very much transformative, hopefully, if you keep yourself in a position of allowing. So the cards have been shuffled and divined, and the messages are as follows. The first card for this reading comes from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen True, and it is the Helper of Abundance. And it talks about being methodical about the things that you do. It talks about being open to someone around who is loyal, who is on your side, who wants you to win. This person or entity may be on this plane, it may be not. We know that the ancestors are there. We know that we have beneficent beings that surround us that want us to win. So if they're reaching out to give you a hand, then by all means take it. This is asking us that we take the time in all the doing that we are involved in and have a plan. Come with a plan so that we can not only spin wheels, if spinning wheels is what it is the season for you to do, but that we can see the results of our movement. This talks about also you may be that loyal friend. You might be that person who people can count on to help with a plan, to help foresee where someone needs to go. Because sometimes we get so overwhelmed with the things that we need to do that we're just checking off hash marks all in a random way. And all you need is an ear from a loyal friend who can hear you and say something as simple as, "Did you think about blah blah?" But when we're up in it and caged by it and being weighted down by it, we can't see those views. So we'd be grateful for those people who are in our lives who do that for us, and take a minute and give thanks if you are that person in someone else's life who can do that for them. The card that supports and or challenges the abundance helper of abundance, is from the Sacred Rebel deck, and it is receiving. Breathing in, the atmosphere supports her, you, us. This card wants you to know how well you are loved, how much the universe wants to be in your corner. And the help you get is in equal proportion with the help you are willing to open to. There are those that will help us. But if we are so egoed up, if we're so prided up, if we're so up in our heads about what we think we should know and what we think it's safe to ask another person for or to ask spirit for, we may not be getting the help that we need. Now, I'm talking about me. It's real easy to give. It's real easy to be the helper of abundance. But how easy is it to be a receiver? I got the message today from a family member of a dear friend who made her transition, who, in my eyes, did not have to go the way she went. I don't want to be found weeks later dead in my house because I never called anybody, so nobody missed my call. That's receiving. Being willing to receive not only the help of others, and sometimes the help of others is just listening. You know, Thich Nhat Hanh talks about listening so that others suffer less. You know, you have people in your life that just won't stop talking, but can you get to a place where you give them all of yourself for 10 minutes just to be able to lessen their burden and not do it in a way that you feel like you have taken on the burden. So, receiving is about being balanced, particularly if you're a giver. So, I don't know who I'm talking to today, but if you can hear me, recognize that it is okay to ask. It's okay to say thank you. It's okay to ask again. Because those of us who continue to know what we know are not opening a space to learn about what we don't know, or to know on a different level something we think we know. To know in response to everything is to be spiritually closed. So things are happening on two levels at least all the time, in the physical and in the non-physical, on the spiritual realm. So how do you get help with the things that overwhelm you without sharing the need? Opening a space. The last card in this reading is from the Lightworker deck. And it is the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Shining a light and being open. This says, you are being given as a gift the ability to find information you need to understand in the systems that impact your life, to find clarity on issues that may be unclear, and they may have you overwhelmed. The fifth ray talks about adaptability and willingness to learn is always the number 5. So when we say we're willing to learn, that also coincides with being willing to know that you may actually not know. So when somebody's talking about something that you may have some experience in, recognize the experience you have is because of who you are. The experience they have is because of who they are. You can always glean from another story something you don't know. So take a time today, somewhere in the day, and when someone's talking to you or saying something that you have some experience with, and say, wow, I don't know, and see what comes in. See what the lack of resistance brings to you by way of a gift. This is Oya Transformation. Namaste, and thank you for listening. Have the best Friday of your choosing. Be well.